Hello and welcome to Just Us Thinking. I'm your host, Michael.
And I'm your co-host, Rebecca.
And I'm your AV guy, Mikey.
And we have a mini video episode.
We do. We're going to go on a little bit of a different topic than we normally go to.
Yeah, we are. We're covering something a little different.
Yes, we are.
Quite a bit different than we normally do, huh?
We are. We're going to cover the French farmers' protests.
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
I think it's pretty crazy, but I mean, good for them to stand up for, what they need and, what's best for them. So.
Yeah. So now it's apparently there's going to be, so they're upset that they're just not getting any love over there. That's what it comes down to. Now, the reason we're covering the French protest here is we have a lot of listeners over in France.
We do, yeah.
And that audience is growing bigger and bigger. So kind of wanted to give a shout out to them and say, hey, way over here in the U.S., we are listening. We are watching. We are paying attention to what you guys are dealing with as well.
We are.
Kudos to you for fighting and standing up for your rights. Always big for standing up for your rights.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, there's like a lot of red tape that they're trying to get cut. And,
yeah,
they're blocking major roads into cities and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So, and just kind of understand a little bit, I guess there's a lot of red tape with and now France, the French farmers, they're one of the biggest agricultural giants in the EU.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but
yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. So
now we are saying the French protest, but kudos to you, Germany, and there's a bunch of other countries that are doing the same thing.
Yeah, I think they said they were having the same protests like in the Netherlands, Germany, and Romania.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's not an isolated incident.
It's not.
They're all going crazy for it.
Yeah. So hopefully they can work something out with the government and get that taken care of.
I don't know. We're gonna see. I know they're blocking roads with their tractors.
Yep.
They are gonna march on Paris, I think.
Yeah, they're trying to convene in Paris. So.
Yep. So it almost kind of sounds reminiscent of the trucker thing up in Canada. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So it's protesting is not an American thing.
No.
It is worldwide.
It is worldwide, yep.
People do protest. If people feel like they're not getting, I don't know, if
fair treatment.
Fair treatment, yeah.
Okay.
I guess there's a tax that on diesel there that it's going to go away. So the farmers are like already saying we're losing money with what you guys are doing already, and now you're going to make us pay more.
Pay more, yep. That's crazy.
You could only squeeze them so far before they say enough's enough, right?
Yeah.
And so kudos to them. I think they've like put manure. They've like,
yeah, like on government buildings and stuff like that. They've sprayed it there. Yeah.
There's
that's one way to get your point across, I guess.
Yeah. This is what I think of you.
Yeah.
Blocking the roads is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Now, here's the other thing that people don't understand too. While they're protesting and they're doing all this, they're not farming.
Yeah.
So guess what? Now, I guess there's some conflict on like import-export with the Ukraine-Russia war too.
Oh, okay.
So that is, I guess they relieve some of Ukrainians' red tape.
Oh.
So they could move material back and forth. And I think they're a little upset because they still have to go through the red tape, but Ukraine doesn't.
Yeah.
And I agree with them.
Right,
I have to agree with them. I can see the point.
I do too. Yeah.
If you're going to take the red tape take it from everybody.
Right.
If you're going to call it a crisis, take it from everybody, but don't take it out on other people that are just trying to do their job and do their work.
Well said.
So, yeah, it's kind of, we're going to see how that goes, but we're with you. We're with you, all you farmers, Germany, French. We're with all you guys.
Yeah, hopefully it'll work out. And like I said, hopefully get their differences resolved and come to a pretty good agreement.
They're going to have to, or I mean, protesting works.
It does. It's it can be a good thing.
I don't agree with violent protest.
Right.
I don't. I'm sorry. I can never get behind violent protests.
It defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now I don't know how I feel about them spraying
manure
all over the government buildings.
Yeah. It's a little extreme, but it
washes off. So I mean, what?
Yeah.
I mean, is it going to cause? I guess I have to look at it this way: as long as it doesn't cause permanent damage,
right,
or gets people hurt, I mean, I'm okay with the protest.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it can wash it off, but it's still, I mean, it's one of those extreme measures.
It is a bit extreme. Now, I'm also not, I don't like blocking roads. Me personally.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to block a freeway or a road or something like that, if you're going to do it, you better do it in a tractor. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
We have people that just like want to hold hands and like stand in front of large trucks.
Or like trailers. And
yeah.
That doesn't work too well.
That's how you get run over.
Yep.
I will say the French go big. I mean, they get the whole tractor, wagon, and everything else out there. They're doing it better than we are, I think.
They are. That is a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to like it. I really don't. But I chuckle when I hear it. So I'm like,
it is a pretty good chuckle. So yeah.
But here's the thing, and it's just protesting, right? So
yeah,
it's when you are fed up. I don't understand why our governments, and that includes the French government, German, U.S. government. I don't understand why when a big protest like this breaks out,
okay,
your government official says, whoa, 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 whoa. Obviously, we've screwed up big time because we got you to this point.
Right.
They don't do that. A lot of them double down. And they're like, oh, no, we're going to,
How much worse can we make it?
Generally, if you are having protests, there is an underlining something there that's going on, right? Generally, it's an injustice. And I get it. I understand it.
Okay.
Damaging other people's property, I don't understand.
Yeah, that doesn't really... I mean, you're making a statement, but it's not really the right statement to make, and it's not really helping the situation.
So what they're doing is they're like dropping all kinds of manure and all kinds of crap right on city property.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I could see that. Now, that doesn't mean you go burn down your local grocery store,
right?
Or your whatever your stores are around. I have no idea what stores are in France.
Like, when you get into like Paris and like the major cities, I mean, you have all like your department stores and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they have like grocery stores and
they have to, yeah,
and like pubs or
they have to have a few pubs.
Yeah. So
Viva la revolution.
Yep.
I'm with them. I'm good. I'm happy that they're doing it. I'm actually oddly okay that they're spraying down manure on government buildings and full of shit on the inside. Why not on the outside?
That's true.
And they're not like damaging other businesses.
Right.
But I will tell you, it's gonna, when you get to that point, when you say enough's enough, that's when the big protests happen.
Right.
Now, this is not just France. The French are not the only ones doing it.
Okay.
Germany is going strong with theirs.
Poland.
And Poland and a few others. So, do you understand, to our European friends out there, when you have multiple countries striking the same thing and the same reason, maybe you in government need to pull your head clear out from where the sun doesn't shine.
Mm-hmm.
And understand that your people are mad.
Yes, and you need to work with them and straighten it out.
Yeah, no joke. I will say this actually seems a little different than the riots here I call them riots because they get out of hand.
Yeah, they were riots.
They get riots. Riots and protesting are different.
Right.
But a riot can come out from a protest really quickly.
Exactly.
And I'm okay with a protest here. Protest whatever you want. You're more than welcome to. But I also don't think you should inconvenience other citizens of your country. If you're going to protest, take it to your government. That's where it needs to go.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're hitting the government buildings and they're blocking some roads, I could see that. They're upset. They're trying to get an answer, I guess.
Right.
So how does that go from compared to some of our, I guess, protests that turn into like destroying buildings and setting buildings on fire?
Yeah, I mean, with that, like I said, I don't understand the destruction part of it. You're destroying someone else's livelihood that probably had nothing to do with the problem.
Right.
And I mean, I just think it's wrong to go crazy and riot like that, I think, personally. So
I agree.
Like you said, I agree with the protest, but I don't think you should go ruin somebody's business over it.
Okay, so what happens when you protest and nothing happens? What if your government doesn't do that? What's your next step?
I don't know. I mean, I guess you have to talk to like your people and your government, like your state government, and take it to them and have them like work it up the chain, right?
Well, you hope, but what if they don't? I think that's where we're getting. That's where the problem's starting to come into now, is because you have these governments that are, they just want to squash the uprising.
Yeah.
And they don't want to take care of the problem. And I think you guys have a serious problem over there in Europe that needs to be addressed.
They do.
And I hope you guys get it. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it can resolve itself, so.
Yeah. It's getting there. So yeah. To our listeners out there in France, we hear you. We're on your side. We may not always agree with the methods that protesters take.
Right.
But I can also understand the reason behind it. And I still think that that's a big thing that the government should say. Whether they think it's all their fault or not, they should stop back and say, wait. We obviously there's a big disconnect here.
Yeah.
Let's work it out.
Yep. Talk it out like adults.
We'll see. So like always, you could listen, watch, hear our stories on Facebook, Instagram. We're on X, formerly Twitter.
Yep. And you can also listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, the up-and-coming new YouTube Music, and Samsung.
Yep. And then you could watch a lot of our videos, especially our mini video shorts that we do. They're on YouTube, Rumble, and then you catch our little shorts and our hijinks on TikTok as well, right?
Yep, we're on pretty much every major player out there. So, yeah, check us out.
So, good luck. Viva la revolution. Carry on.
Bye, everybody.